Decentro media presence at TokenSky is brought to you in part by GymChain. Crypto mining proof of work is your effort to maintain your physical health. Work out, get tokens.
Hi, I'm Decentro. This is Decentro Report at TokenSky in Tokyo. I'm here with Yonathan Parienti from the Horyou project.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Meeting so many, great energetic people, and meeting you today.
Yeah, for sure. It was very nice to meet you. So I just saw your talk, and I've looked into the Horyou project, and it's really, really exciting, which is why I wanted to talk to you. And let's just get right into this. So I'm going to quote from your website, if that's okay.
Please.
This is from the Horyou website. Since 2013, Horyou gathered a diverse community of change makers and social good doers with more than 250,000 users and 1,500 organizations from more than 180 countries. We are now introducing Horyou Token to fuel the virtuous cycle of social good. So, who are some of the big names or big companies that are involved that viewers may have heard of before?
So basically, right now, in terms of private sectors, the private sectors will be invited to join the Horyou community later on, after the ICO or TGE. So in terms of the partnership we have built over the last 5 years, we built partnership with UNDP, with UNESCO, UN Foundation, Tesla. We had even a partnership with Tesla in one of the forums we did in Geneva. We had, many startup and innovative, companies that were invited to participate in the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum that we organize every year since 2014. So we built, over maybe several hundreds of collaborations, whether with non-profit organizations, international organizations, or UN agencies, as well as thought leaders. We had the pleasure to meet, for instance, Richard Stallman, who is, someone that is absolutely passionate about a free system, free technology, open source system, and Linux aspect. So it was a great honor for me and privilege to meet a guy that has actually contributed, for a force of change in advocating, leveraging technology for embracing, a positive development for humanity. And many other people that we met in different fields of a spectrum, whether it's in the cinema industry, into the sports industry. So all those people, whether humanitarian or passionate about what they do, they make things moving forward step by step. And it's our responsibility to see if we want to follow their path, follow their lead, and embrace and be inspired by their actions. And that's what actually Horyou is about. It's to bring visibility to the people that can inspire ourselves. So at some point, we can be as well the change makers through our actions, through our decisions, and through what we will give for the generations to come.
Cool. So, man, those were some pretty high-profile groups and people you talked about. What about yourself as the CEO of Horyou? You're the ex-vice president of JP Morgan, is that correct?
So I started my career as an intern at JP Morgan. After 10 years, I became the vice president of JP Morgan Swiss. I learned so much with great mentors in that industry, which were having very strong ethics, very strong values. And this is an important element for me to say that in every sector, there are good people. Now, what is important as well is we have to look at the facts. And the fact is, financial world, capitalism system needs to evolve toward more sustainability, more social inclusion.
Yes.
We cannot let the system spreading the gap between generations and at the same time, the population. We have to find a way to close up the gap, to bring everyone on board, so everyone can be a participant of social progress. Everyone has the potential of bringing amazing ideas to the table, and our responsibility is to make that happen and to find a way to fund those ideas that will be bringing the solutions, helping locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally facing the challenges that humanity is confronting to with more or less success now. We know we have to move faster, we have to bring more solutions ready to use for many problems we are facing. How can we accept that water is not accessible in some part of the world? How can we accept that access to health is a luxury for many millions of people in the world? How can we accept that some young people have no chance to have access to education in a proper manner? How can we access that girls, ladies, women are not free of their choice so they can become as well a source of inspiration and entrepreneurship? So we have in many ways a responsibility, and we can do it.
All right, I agree with people like you at the helm of projects like Horyou. I think we can do it. This is very inspiring. I love it. Okay, so
Thank you.
Since 2013, can you give me just one or two examples of specific projects that have been accomplished for the greater good by the Horyou project?
So for instance, just the CGEF, the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum, came from an ideal that we have to have a place physically where the Horyou community can meet and get inspiration from meeting in real life.
So can you be clear, this is a forum that you guys have organized?
Exactly.
Takes place in Switzerland?
So since 2014, the first editions were in 2014 and 15 in Switzerland. We welcome, hundreds of non-profits and civil society people from all over the world. And when we met them, we saw that what we do was real. Because at some point, we need to find that when you put your energy and passion to something, there is a reality into it. And that's why, for me, CGEF is so amazing. Now, another type of project is we have shot 18 documentaries. We traveled to Africa, to Latin America, to the USA, to Europe, and we met change makers. And I recommend everyone that wants to see how genuine people can, being, like advocates for change, to watch Horyou documentaries on Horyou TV, on Horyou.com, the social network for social good. Just like watch those things. And some of them I maybe watched them 300 times. And at the 300th time, I still have a tear in my eye. I still, feel and vibrate and resonate with those people that are, for me, the reason why I continue with that passion and commitment, because we know those people are real. Those people with no means are changing the world from their heart and the dedication to the cause they have, visualized through their actions. We have to help them grow. We have to support them. We have to spread their message. We have to fund them, because those people are ready to spread the good around themselves.
Just out of curiosity, and to help viewers get things into context, and for me to get things into context, I have a project idea, and I'm just curious to see if it sort of qualifies for something you guys would be interested in. So I used to be a high school math teacher, and from my personal research and observations, I discovered that math education doesn't match brain development, and in specific terms, the prefrontal cortex, if you're familiar with it, is responsible for abstract mathematical thinking. So in a nutshell, we teach abstract math to humans who can't comprehend abstract math because that part of their brain hasn't developed. The result is shocking. At least half of math students end up being traumatized from being forced to learn something they can't physiologically comprehend.
Absolutely.
So I spent 3 years as a high school teacher in New Zealand actually healing this trauma. I discovered the trauma, healed it, and from my efforts, kids could move on. They were forgiving themselves, crying and forgiving themselves, moving on, and actually some of them becoming engineers. Now, I wanted to write a book about this message because it's really profound, it's game-changing. Is that something that the Horyou project would want to get involved in?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
So that gives everything a good context. Cool.
It's very important. We are not robots.
Yeah.
We are human beings, and our beauty comes from the diversity of our sensitivity, of our past, of our history, of our tradition and cultures. And so we have to understand that everyone can bring amazing things to other people. And we have, to stop trying to homogenize people. We have to start to embrace diversity and to enable people to develop their talent, their gift. And what you mentioned is exactly about that. It's mathematics can be supportive of humanity, but let's find the right ways to make people, familiarize with it and see concretely how it can serve in our daily lives. So this can be applied to so many other things. So you could, come and join Horyou social network, share about that project, share about that inspiration, share about the testimonials of all the things that you have seen and witnessed, so people can realize they are not alone. We are, the people. And so there are amazing people that can be voices for positive change. And that is about, inspiration. So thank you for what you are doing in New Zealand. Thank you for spreading the message. And thank you, for advocating that, because that's about the resonance.
The Horyou system really sounds like a networked version of the Renaissance itself in the 1700s. I just love it. This is awesome.
Well, it's important what you say, because I'm passionate by history, and I believe that we have to learn from the past.
Yeah.
Humanity has one major challenge. One major aspect that makes it a real challenge is we are short-sighted.
Okay.
We focus only on the short term. We want, especially in the current system, to monetize, to maximize, to get it instantaneously. But life is not about that. Life is about what is preceding us. All the amazing things that has been given to humanity to make humanity progress. And as well, our responsibility with the choices we do and we can do through the actions we can carry out. And that is looking forward. So we have to learn from the past. And the Renaissance is an amazing period. Why? Because it comes from a very dark age. We call it the Middle Age, but it's a very dark age where we were, preventing creativity, diversity, and we wanted, to homogenize everything from a religious standpoint, from a practice standpoint, from a conservatism standpoint. And at some point, you had artists. You had as well, funders of artists, people that had money, the bourgeoisie and the nobility to some point, and they say, but that money is worthless if we don't invest into the light.
Yes.
And that's the Enlightenment. And the Enlightenment is about how can your message or your actions can not only be about you, but about serving humanity, being universal. And now when you travel to Italy, when you travel to France, when you travel to different parts of the world which have been embracing that movement, you feel the emotions of the creativity and the beauty of diversity. And that's happened in the past. That can happen today with new worlds, with new hearts, with new visions, with new projects. And we have to support that.
So speaking of new projects, Horyou is not new, but meshing a token into the Horyou project is new, and you have an ICO that is live right now. So can you explain how a token will mesh into this network?
Well, Horyou social network exists. It's a community of social good doers. But we have, to spread the impact. We have as well to realize and to understand that being, an approach of social good, decentralized, is actually giving a chance for everyone to join the train of social progress. So let's take a concrete example. If you are in the middle of Venezuela or Botswana or Cameroon, and you have an amazing idea, you are doing amazing things, but no one knows except the people that are locally with you. But that deserves to be more visible. Mm-hmm. So that's how the social network enables people to be more visible in their actions. But at some point, you decide to support through your action a cause. You need to get support, financial support.
Yep.
So that is not just like a seed, but you will be able to make it sustainable, make your project, grow. And this will benefit diverse people around yourself at local level, regional level. So this is about funding. How can we channel funding and support from a visibility aspect, but as well from a concrete financial aspect?
So just like in the original Renaissance, where they decided, hey, we should start funding the Renaissance itself, that's where we're at right now, is what you're saying with Horyou.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it.
Exactly. It's like, how can so many amazing people are fighting 90% of their time to get financing, while if they had 90% of their time free for conducting their project, they would already have solved so many, challenges we are facing. So we have to change the paradigm.
Yeah.
The amazing people and the change makers should get support and people knocking at their doors to support them and not the other way around.
Yeah.
And that's what the proof of impact is about. That's how blockchain will be about bringing purpose, bringing meaningfulness, and finding a way to leverage that technology to bring a traceable and impact-orienting process where every transactions with Horyou token will fuel the cycle of social good, will bring a traceability and transparent way to bring support to the people that are doing good everywhere in the world.
What I really like is that I know a lot of people, well, a good handful of people that specifically want to get rich to become a philanthropist. But with this system, you don't have to get rich. You just need to get attention in the Horyou project and possibly get funding through hard work and effort.
Absolutely, but as well, every citizen in that aspect make a difference.
Yeah.
If you buy with Horyou token in the future just a glass of water, you are making an impact. You will choose which cause of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is dear to your heart, whether it can be reduction of poverty, access to health, access to water, education, climate, gender parity and gender equality, or so many other causes that are major causes defined through the 2030 agenda of the UN. So it's something which is leveraging a huge, already brainstorming aspect that governments have been ready to sign and ready to support. So every citizens will be able to choose on the Horyou wallet which cause they want to support, and with their transactions, using the tokens, whether on the secondary markets or in real life, they will be able to make an impact. So it will be not about how painful it is to find the project, but it will be just like what cause it is to your heart. And then use the tokens, spread the knowledge about it, and then the proof of impact will be spreading direct impact to the Horyou community, whether NGO, entrepreneurs, or citizens.
Awesome. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about the ICO, but I am curious about some things. So how much money has been raised so far in the ICO?
So first of all, Horyou as a group has raised more than $13 million of equity since 2012. So that's very important. We exist and we have the knowledge of how to manage money and how to execute projects. That's the first thing. And regarding the ICO and the token, more than $11 million have already been raised. We have already a community of more than 4,000 investors from different parts of the world. But most importantly, and today I met again so many of them, they made that investment because they understand the vision. It is not about speculation. It is about how blockchain can change the world for good. How tokens can become really shared at the mainstream level. How can we embrace that for the generation to come? And based on that, there is a real value.
Yeah.
There is a value of impact that you make. And that at the end of the day is much more important than the speculation value.
Totally. It's very refreshing to have somebody like you on the show and talk about the real side of this technology, which is not the speculative side, but the potential in making change.
Enable me to jump on that just to say something about the founder of Bitcoin.
Sure.
The founder of Bitcoin has opened the path for that.
Yeah.
That is the first application and usage of blockchain where there was absolutely no greed at its origin. That person or group of person have not touched a single cent out of that. And we are talking about billions of dollars.
Right.
So we have to come back again from the source. Some people are truly passionate, truly committed to make the world better. We have to recognize their actions. We have to salute their actions. And this is now to us to continue what they have opened and to make it a mainstream adoption of blockchain with a purpose, with the Horyou token and many others that we will support from a visibility or an investment standpoint. That doesn't stop to us. We will have to continue the path, continue the journey, continue to support the change makers wherever they are on any continent of the planet.
Awesome. Can you quickly describe what I think is a very cool concept, the proof of impact? So obviously the Horyou platform and system wants to see social impact through effort, and you actually have some way to measure this through what's called proof of impact. Can you discuss that quickly?
Absolutely. So every transaction you will do with the Horyou token, you will be able to choose from 0.01 to 0.10% of the value of the transactions you will carry out.
I see how this works now.
And that will be connected to the cause you want to support.
Right on.
That will go to the Horyou Foundation in Switzerland,
yeah,
which is public entity and recognition publicly for its utility aspects. That has been created in 2014. And the Horyou Foundation, receiving the Horyou token proof of impact, will give it back to the Horyou community of changemakers, whether from Horyou tokens, whether from Spotlight, the first digital currency, non-crypto for economic inclusion, or through fiat support. So we will have a system which will be at every level, every citizens, whatever their social, aspect and social level, will be able, to contribute and have the full traceability of the impact they are doing on a daily basis.
Awesome. So let's project ourselves into the future. It's maybe a month after the successful ICO. What do you think that first project is going to be, that first mission that you're going to put funds towards to make something happen?
Well, the beauty of it is, first of all, it's the people that will choose.
Yeah.
It's the people through the proof of impact that are, going, to choose the cause they want to support. And then the Horyou community is lighting. So it's not the like, but the light. We bring visibility to what inspires us on Horyou. So the more active the community users will be, the more lights they will get, the more chances they will be able to receive funding through the proof of impact.
Awesome.
So that's the community choice. And my responsibility will be to make sure that this continue and grow and spread. And so with the forums we organize, with the documentary we will shoot, with so many other initiatives we will be carrying out with Horyou Group, our aim will be always to support, to bring forward the force of positive change, the force of inspiration, and to invest as well in new protocols, new technologies, whether it's medtech, health tech, future energy, smart cities, mobility, AI for good, or so many climate smart agriculture projects, so many initiatives in education. So we have to embrace that movement which is coming from all directions and to support the project that will have something positive for humanity.
Awesome. All right. So in this day and age, if you just watch TV, it would appear that society is fracturing apart. We can't agree on anything, it seems. But at the same time, sort of behind the scenes, we've got blockchain technology, and it's a tremendous proof that we can work together really, really well. What is it about blockchain that lets us work so well together? What do you think?
I think it's because on the seed of blockchain, there is something which is unbelievable, which is universality. It's universality of traceability, of transparency, of potential acceptancy. Every citizen on the planet will be able to join through blockchain something which will potentially change the world, but not only for yourself, but for everyone.
Yeah.
So for me, that's how I feel and perceive the enthusiasm of all generations that are looking at that with their own dreams, own passion. And yes, some projects would really contribute to change the world.
Awesome. On a slightly different note, I just want to pick your brain because you're a very interesting person. Do you think there's a possibility that at least at the local level, we will be able to govern ourselves in a decentralized manner?
I think, on a local community and local city level, municipality level, I think some municipalities and people are already looking for that. And for me, what is important is technology has not to substitute to people. Mm-hmm. Technology can serve to support a greater efficiency in managing resources.
I like the way you put that. That's cool.
A greater efficiency in making, the voice of people be heard. So as long as it's something which is not disconnected from people and it's serving humanity in the respect of everyone's diversity, I am absolutely supportive of that.
I could possibly interview Yonathan here for the next hour. I think we could have a great discussion. But let's just wrap things up here. Is there anything in conclusion that you would like to share with viewers about anything at all that's on your mind right now?
Well, first of all, it was a pleasure to exchange thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that life brought us together during that TokenSky event in Tokyo. and what I would like just to share is we have, all of us, the power through our choices to make a difference for the world. And blockchain technology is not only a gift, it's not only a technology, it's something which is opening a new dimension of feasibility and possibilities. Why? Because everything that will be made through that, from a genuine heart, will be able to have the potential to serve humanity as a whole, in a transparent manner, in a decentralized manner. So everyone will have the opportunity to not be left aside, but to join a movement for social good, for social progress. And I'm so humbled to be able to serve that cause as well with our initiatives from Horyou that we initiated in 2012, 2013. And now Horyou token has the potential to be a game changer, to be a token for good, a token that will support mainstream adoption of blockchain. And that's, for me, if we can just support slightly that vision,
yeah,
I will be amazingly happy for everyone that will have been part of that movement. So be the change, be Horyou.
All right, well, it's been truly a pleasure to meet you and to have you on the show. I really hope that viewers can grab on to the message of putting speculation aside, focusing on the potential and open hearts and doing the right thing for this whole planet. I'm feeling really inspired right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the exchange. Thank you very much.
Right on, mate.
Check out the rest of Decentro report coverage of TokenSky in Tokyo by clicking on the playlist above. If you liked this video, make sure you like and share it. It really helps what we do. Decentro Media is on the ground, revealing the best of the blockchain industry and the people behind it face to face just for you. So please subscribe. Thanks for watching.